Hi, thanks for tuning in. I'm your host, Attila Seress, for Think Tech Friday, the show where we explore science and technology and things going on in your own backyard you may not have known about. In our series, we're going through something called NBT. We're looking for the next big thing. And we're going through and finding things that people are doing in their homes or out in the community to spread public awareness, to change the world. And on this show, we're going to give them a platform to help tell you about what they're doing. Joining us first on the show, we have Sandy Park, back from HTDC, which is the High Technology Development Corporation. They run the Manoa Innovation Center here in Manoa on beautiful Oahu. So for those of you tuned in abroad, we have a wonderful tech incubation program here in Hawaii that supports the small entrepreneur community. And a little bit about what goes on there. Now, for those of you who haven't tuned in to Think Tech before or haven't seen you on the show, why don't you tell me a little bit about what the Manoa Innovation Center is all about and what HTDC's role is there at the center?
Well, the Manoa Innovation Center is an incubator, and it's one of the projects of the High Technology Development Corporation, which is a state of Hawaii agency. So besides the Manoa Innovation Center on Oahu, we also have one on Maui called the Maui Research and Tech Center.
Really?
So the incubator on Oahu houses about 16 to 17 tech startups. And we also have a virtual program, and that has about another 16 or 17 companies in that program as well. So as an incubator company, they come into the center, and we're able to provide them with some services and amenities that would probably cost them a little bit more out in the public.
And so you give them that boost that they need to get their project off the ground.
Yes.
And you've been doing this for what, decades?
The program has been around for over, I believe, close to 30 years.
30 years?
Yes.
And so you have some success stories to share?
Yes, we do.
Such as?
I'm not sure if everyone's familiar with Tetris.
Tetris. I love Tetris. It's on my iPad. It keeps me up late at night.
It's on your iPad, it's on your cell phones, it's everywhere. One of the owners of Blue Planet Software, Mr. Hank Rogers, has the licensing rights to Tetris. So he was in our facility developing games for cell phones before anybody else was doing that. And he was bought out by EA.
Electronic Arts, right?
Electronic Arts. So he's a success story. He's now graduated out. He's occupying a whole floor out in Harbor Court, developing some spin-off companies, doing games as well as a philanthropic side to it called Blue Planet Foundation. And he's very much concentrating on energy and sustainability.
So things to save our planet and save the world. Hence the word Blue Planet, right? That makes sense. Wow, that's good stuff. Well, a funny thing that our viewers may not know is that actually my company is at the Manoa Innovation Center too.
Wow.
So if you are a startup and have a great idea, or you have some ideas to share, or if you just want to visit the place, go ahead and go to htdc.org and find out more about their program. Now, you also mentioned that there's something coming up that's new and exciting at the Innovation Center. Is it an event?
We have an event called the Holiday Science and Tech Fair. This is our 14th annual event. It's to create awareness of the technology industry here in Hawaii. And it's also like a little semi-job fair. Not all of the companies may have jobs available, but they're willing to come out and share what they're doing and show the attendees how exciting the tech industry here is in Hawaii. So we are targeting kama'ainas who are coming home for Christmas break, like college students, as well as kama'aina who are coming home to visit family.
Kama'aina. Kama'aina. What is the history behind the word kama'aina? Do you know?
The history? No, I don't.
Is it something like
Well,
for every year?
Foreigner. No, not foreigner, but
Local person.
Local person, right?
It's like for every year you're here, the banana tree grows a foot or something like that. Do you know about that?
I have not heard about that.
Oh yeah, it's something like the kama'aina is the one that has been on the island long enough so that the banana tree grows, and then when it reaches a certain height and gives bananas, then you are a kama'aina.
Well, I've been here all my life, and kama'aina has just been part of our vocabulary. We just know that it's a local person.
And so, do you have any other? You also recently had another event. What was that? A couple weeks ago. That's why you came on the air a few weeks ago back. Do you remember?
A couple of weeks ago,
Yeah.
well, we just came off of having our biennial SBIR conference. The SBIR is a federally funded program. Every federal agency has a pocket of research monies that they grant to companies who are solving problems for our government and for the public.
And,
So we just had a major conference on that.
and so you have people who have obtained these research grants and they come and
Yes.
they share
so
their
every federal
experience?
agency will put out solicitations, like saying, we have a problem. Can you solve it?
Like what? What's a good problem you've seen?
Maybe like for the warfighter, they need some kind of device to help them detect those bombs that they make out of, remote controls or IEDs, I believe they call them.
Okay.
So they're looking for ways to help the warfighter detect those things before they, get into harm's way. So some of our companies have devised handheld devices to help them locate those things.
Okay. And so part of that research grant is for companies that are looking for ways to detect these better?
Fund their innovation.
And how did the conference go? What did you guys learn? What's next?
It was very good. We had 5 of the federal agencies attend. We had about 60 to 70 attendees. The attendees were able to sit down one-on-one and talk to all these federal managers, talk about their innovation, talk about their solutions and how they can best be assisted with the topic managers.
Okay. And so when's the next one, or are there any deadlines coming up that people need to pay attention to?
Well, the next deadline is November 22nd. We are having a Federal Projects Committee meeting where we'll be reviewing the first phase of those SBIR grants. So if you've won the first phase, HTDC administers the matching grant program. So through our
How does
federal
that work?
program, we have a matching grant. So for your federal phase 1, we can provide you with up to 50% of your phase 1 dollars.
So I know in a phase 1, what is the maximum? Like 100,000?
150,000.
150,000. So I go out and let's, for easy math, say it's 100,000. I got the next big idea. I'm going to find the next bomb detector, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to apply for this SBIR grant. I'm going to get some WizKid on my, no, not WizKid, professor on my team. We're going to go and bid for this, and then we're going to say we get that $100,000. And then you're going to give another 50,000 on top of that? Is that how it works?
Up to 50% of that phase 1.
Up to 50%. That sounds kind of like that Geico commercial, You can save up to 15% on your...
Well, it depends on how many other applicants are in the queue. So every quarter we do this committee review, and it depends on how many companies apply and come in for the review.
And so how many companies typically do you guys approve for
Every
SBIR
quarter
grants?
We approve probably about 4 to 5 companies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 4 to 5 projects. So by the end of the year, at least 10 or 12 projects.
And these are all companies working within the Innovation Center?
No, there can be any locally owned company that's doing their research here in Hawaii who've won the phase 1. They're eligible to apply.
Okay. And so this next coming holiday tech fair, are they going to be showing off their bomb detection?
Well, most of the companies
Inventions?
that do come out, we encourage them to show their innovations or to talk about their innovation. So if you'd like to come on and be part of that event, Attila, please feel free to do so.
That'd be fun.
Let me know.
I think I actually did it last year.
Yeah, with their Lexi board, right?
Yeah, the Luxy boards. We're just starting our prototypes then, yeah. So is that going to be at the Blaisdell again?
Japanese Cultural Center
Oh, okay.
in the Manoa Grand Ballroom.
So Japanese Cultural Center on what day? November 22nd? No.
December the 27th
December 27th.
from 5 to 7, and we have Pauhana till 8 o'clock.
Pauhana.
Networking.
Pauhana networking. So 5 to 7. Maybe ThinkTech will be there. We'll see if there's
that'd be great.
something that's interesting that maybe some of these other people are doing.
Yes, please do.
Well, and let's see. So we have the Holiday Tech Fair, we have the SBIR workshop, and I'm guessing you guys are all booked for the rest of this year. Is anything coming up in January?
In January, probably more workshops. We probably want to do a few more workshops, not just SBIR, but maybe a few social media types. We're also, well, before January, we also have the Wetware Wednesday coming up next week, Wednesday.
Wetware Wednesday.
Wetware Wednesday.
Tell me about that. What is Wetware Wednesday?
Wetware Wednesday.
Sounds like a water slide.
It's a software developers networking event, and they told me that wetware is something to do with software. I'm not sure what it means.
Something what?
It has something to do with software development.
Wetware, yes.
So this coming Wednesday, on the 20th, we'll be at the Faviette restaurant in the Manoa Marketplace from 6 to 8. It's sponsored by the UH College of Engineering, so it is free to attend. There'll be poo-poos, drinks are no host. So please come on by and you can network with software developers as well as College of Engineering students.
So what day is that one?
November the 20th.
November the 20th.
Wednesday.
So I'm writing these down. So we have Wednesday, November 20th.
Yes.
Lafayette Restaurant, was that it?
Faviette.
Faviette Restaurant. I like mine better.
Manoa Marketplace.
Manoa
On the second
Marketplace.
floor.
I've never been up there. Those stairs are always such
There
a
is an
challenge. And here I had a perfect answer, right?
Right.
I'm too lazy to go upstairs. Well, there's an elevator.
It's free.
It's free to go up the elevator.
Yeah, so please come and network with people and get to know the industry a little bit.
And then we had the Holiday Tech Fair. And
Holiday Tech Fair.
I think I went last year. It was there were a lot of attendees.
There was about, I would say 50 to 60.
No, as in people who came to visit.
Yes.
There were more than that, I think, who came.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, about close to 80.
We had probably 50 or 60 exhibitors, I think, yeah.
I usually have about 20, 25. I think last year we had a little bit more. We brought in local software developers, and we had like a little round table of them going around and showing off their apps.
I am looking forward to it. This is going to be a fun event.
It is going to be fun.
And of course,
you can also get your resumes evaluated by HR professionals for free.
Now, I know last year there was something about a pitch competition. Are you thinking of doing that again?
Pitch competition.
Or pitch, you could pay and then you could pitch in front of real investors.
Oh, that's the VC Summit.
VC Summit.
VC Summit is on December the 4th.
December the 4th. Okay, so I'm going to write that down on my
You're
list.
segueing into another event.
Okay, so that is the VC Summit.
Yes.
So what's that? VC is Venture Capital.
Venture Capital Summit, I believe the Hawaii Strategic Development Corporation is partnering with Blue Startups, and they're bringing in some VCs, and they're showcasing the Blue Startup companies as well as the Energy Accelerator companies to do their pitches.
And where's that going to be?
I believe it's at the Sheraton.
Sheraton, okay. So we have December 4th, we have the VC Summit at the Sheraton.
Yes.
And of course, all these things are on hcdc.org, correct?
Of course.
Yeah. Then we have, of course, next week, before then, we have November 20th, we have the Wetware Wednesday,
Yeah.
and then we have December 27th from 5 to 7, the big Holiday Tech Fair.
Yes.
All right. Now, I'm going to expect lots of updates after the fair, because I want to see if, maybe these guys who did the VC funding got a big boost.
Great.
And then on the Holiday Tech Fair, they sold their company for millions. And we can have another
Great, that would be
Tetris.
great.
Even better, yeah.
Yeah,
You can
even
have
better.
a little poster child for Manoa Innovation Center. And let's see, and the Innovation Center itself is going to continue to stay in limbo for a little while. Any updates there?
I believe that's something that they are working on.
Mhm.
I don't have all the updates, but we're keeping our fingers crossed.
Okay, yeah. I think for now, Len is still the interim director, Len
Yes,
Higashi.
Len Higashi.
And he's keeping a lid on things,
Yes, he's doing a great job.
keeping the monkeys in the pot.
Yeah.
I just made that up. It's a good saying though. Keep the
Well,
monkeys
no,
in the
I'm
pot.
close, so
Yeah.
this monkey's not in the pot.
Not in the pot. Well, you're out of the pot. There you go.
For a while.
And so for all that information, feel free to go to htdc.org. That's ORG, and you'll get all the program information there. And be sure to visit some of those events and stay tuned to ThinkTech in the coming weeks as we follow those events and post updates about them. Well, Sandy, thank you for joining us for this
Thank you for the opportunity.
first section of the show. Next, we're going to be interviewing Monica and Tuan with their new service. It's called Show Aloha, that allows, or should I say, encourages people to give to local charities and fundraisers and make Hawaii a better place. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after this break.
Aloha, I'm Jay Fidel for ThinkTech. For nearly half a century, the Hawaiian Foreign Trade Zone, number 9, has brought the benefits of the Foreign Trade Zone program to Hawaii businesses and entrepreneurs. DBED, the Hawaii Department of Business, Economic Development and Tourism, operates Hawaii's Foreign Trade Zone program. It does so to encourage international business and economic development. The Foreign Trade Zone mission is to increase the amount of international trading activity in Hawaii, thereby providing employment opportunities for the residents of our island state. For more information, see ftz9.org. I'm Jay Fidel of ThinkTech. Mahalo.
Hi, how are you? You feeling good? Are you feeling lucky? Think Tech Hawaii, it puts a bubble in my bender. If you don't feel good, that's your fault. Now that's live TV, folks.
Aloha, my name is Dan Bauer and I'm the General Manager of the Plaza Club. The Plaza Club is Honolulu's premier business club. We're located in the heart of the financial district on historic Fort Street Mall. On the 20th and 21st floors atop the Pioneer Plaza, our commanding skylight views, along with our award-winning cuisine and service, are known as the place to do business downtown. We offer professional as well as social events and programs to our members and their guests, all tailored to enrich their professional and personal lives and to give them the cutting edge that they deserve in business. Why don't you consider becoming a member of the club? Call me at 531-7788 or come see me and let's talk business and how the Plaza Club can work for you. Again, my name is Dan Bauer. I'm the General Manager of the club and I'm here for you.
We're back, we're live, and you're watching Think Tech Friday. I'm your host, Attila Seress. Now on Think Tech, we look for small companies that are doing things that make a difference. And a lot of those companies are here in Hawaii, but of course we are a global online resource. So that means that if your company is doing something interesting or important, feel free to reach out to us. Just go to thinktechhawaii.com, click the links to contact us there today. With us today in the studio, we have Monica Umeda, do I have that right? And Tuan. And you guys have come up with a nice, new, interesting idea called Show Aloha. Now, of course, you guys are a little bit nervous, so let me start with something else that's fun, just to kind of warm you guys up. Now, do you guys use Google Hangouts?
Nope.
Not really.
Well, every week, we like to do something called App of the Week. And Google Hangouts is one of those things that everyone's heard about,
Right.
but no one really seems to be using, except me. So I feel weird. So I want to share it with the world, and I figured this is a good place to do it. So I'm going to bring up my iPad, and on Google Hangouts, we have, it's just a little icon. You can download the app, and you're going to see on Google Hangouts, I'll hold this up to the camera. There we are. Now, Google Hangouts is going to show the people that you've been chatting with recently. Now, one thing that people might not know about Google Hangouts is that it's been integrated with Google Talk. You guys know what Google Talk is?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So you can make phone calls.
Right.
Isn't that cool? So with Google Talk and Google Hangouts, I can call any number in the United States. It's free. And I got to be honest, this is better than my cell phone sometimes. The sound quality and everything that you hear, it's fantastic. So I use this thing instead of my cell phone a lot of times, wherever I have Wi-Fi. And that's great, but one step further than that, we can do it Jetson style. Do you remember the Jetsons?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like right when you were like negative 20 years old, right? The 60s. But you know, I remember seeing some reruns when I was a kid, and I was like, this is kind of silly. But they like to have this thing where the little screen pops out of the ceiling, and now they're video conferencing. Now that's nothing new, but it's nice to have it all in one place. So instead of having a Skype account and a Yahoo Face account or whatever, you can have it all in your Google Hangouts. So I can do a video chat, and let's see if I can get a kike on the phone here. Now he doesn't know I'm calling, and this is live, so this could be a little bit scary for him. Here we go. So I'm going to call him up. But as you can see, the video quality is excellent. So we have excellent video quality. And he's not picking up. So, oh, there he goes. Hey, Kaika, can you hear us? Oh, look, there he is. Hi, you're live on the air on Think Tech.
I met him yesterday.
Okay.
So we wanted to show off how awesome Google Hangouts is. And I'm going to hold this up to the camera there so you can see how good he looks. I think this is Akaika's first time on the air, actually. So say hi, Akaika.
Hello. Hello.
There you go. Perfect. And so how do I look? Do I look good?
All I see is a camera.
The answer is yes. You look fantastic, Attila. Well, thank you, Akaika. That was a great answer you gave. We're getting chuckles from our live studio audience, so there we are. So, of course, I'm going to turn it a little bit over here so you can see Monica. Say hi. There's Monica, and here's Tuan. There we go. And, of course, this is a great way for us to just collaborate. If, I'm on the air and want to show them something. And in fact, you're going to start seeing, if you watch Think Tech on a regular basis, more and more Skype interviews. And so this is an alternative to Skype, and I think it's going to really change things. Google Hangouts is a little bit different in that, say for instance, you want to have a hangout with the three of us, and we're all three in different places. You're at a Starbucks, you're at home, and I'm at work. Well, we can all jump in at the same time. So you can have up to 9 people together in a Google Hangout. So it's a lot more than just a simple, face-to-face chat like you get with Skype. You can really collaborate and get more people involved. So for that reason alone, I think it's good. Plus, you get great international calling. So I'm very happy about that. You're going to see, I read a lot of articles, and all these online articles that say, hey, what's the best app to get? Google Hangout is on one of the top 5. So it's a good investment in your time to download it. Now, to be fair, I'm not sure why, even though Google has made the Android operating system, their app is not as good as the one for Apple. Sorry, yeah. You have to download Google Talk and then Google Hangouts separately to get the functionality that you get out of one iPhone app. Okay, Kaika, well, we're going to let you go. I think you just, there he goes, he just dropped off. And, hopefully that's a great app of the week. So those of you who are watching this show, be sure to download Google Hangouts for your iOS or Android device. Give it a try. In fact, you can even get yourself a free phone number and call all over the country with your tablet or smartphone, and maybe save some of that precious bandwidth that you've been using up for everything else on your smartphone. So, including games and such. What's your favorite smartphone app?
I like Hawaii News Now.
Really?
To stay informed and stuff.
How about you, Tuan?
I like Plants vs. Zombies.
What's that?
Plants vs. Zombies.
Plants for Zombies.
Plants versus Zombies.
Plants versus Zombies.
Yeah.
How does that work?
The zombies that come in and try to attack your house, and you plant these plants, and it's kind of like one of those castle games, and you just protect it, defensive games.
What was the original one? Do you remember?
Original.
Yeah, the original defense game.
I know it was a tower. Something like that, right?
Remember, it was like it was that Atari game where they had a little triangle and they would shoot like a little laser beam out. Little jets were coming over here. No, you don't remember? It'll come to me. I've forgotten it. It's been like decades since I've even heard of it. But anyways, so yours is Hawaii News Now, and yours is a video game. Now, who's the brains behind this operation?
No, actually.
Someone who watches, who pays attention to Hawaii News Now, right? Not Plants and Zombies.
Yep.
Don't feel bad. Mine is Jewel Quest. So I play, it's like fancy version of Bejeweled.
Okay.
And it's just addictive and...
Have you played Candy Crush Saga? It's supposed to be like the number
Yeah.
one profiting.
Candy Crush is good too. I know. It's terrible. Because then at the end of the day, you're like, I have a migraine and I don't know why. Could be this little 4-inch screen that I'm looking at. So, but enough about all these fancy apps. You have one that's better, right? Well, tell me the story. Where did you guys get this idea for this app, and where did it come from?
Okay, so basically, we attended Startup Weekend. If you're not familiar with Startup Weekend, it's a nationwide program, but they have...
Tell me about it. What is
so they get a group of people together. Ours was at UH, so it's a group of students, and you just kind of get together, collaborate, and share your ideas. And if there are some interesting ideas and groups wanted to join it, then you just work together. So it's like a 3-weekend intensive program, and we just work together and try to develop it and have a business plan. And
Is there a winner, like American Idol kind of thing?
yeah, there are winners. There are 3 categories. There are best design, most likely to succeed, and best overall pitch.
And so did you win anything when you got together for Startup Weekend?
Yeah, we were fortunate enough to win best overall pitch.
Best overall pitch. So I'm guessing that's leading into the pitch. Why don't you give me the pitch?
Okay. So, I mean, when you think of Hawaii, you think of Aloha. But, I mean, what does that really mean, right? I mean, what does Aloha really mean? So you kind of have a sense that it's like a giving, sharing, kind of a warm feeling. And then we look beyond that, and
It's kind of like warm bread pudding.
yeah, I love bread pudding.
Warm bread pudding.
And so we looked at what's missing out there, and it's the idea that the culture and the generation, it's the trend towards the younger group is losing this this social grace, this aloha spirit, and so we thought that we want to have something that would help them, inspire them, encourage them, to do more things, do more acts of aloha. So our app is called Show Aloha.
Oh, so it inspires people to do good deeds to one another?
One another, community, anything, just do something. I mean, when we did our survey, it's basically people didn't know how they could do it or what they could do. And some of the issues were, they don't want to do it if their friends aren't doing it or if it's not fun. And so we thought, why don't we create an app that, encourages that, makes it more fun and help the environment, help people in general.
Okay. So you made this app,
Yes.
or it's in the process
It's in
of
the
making.
process.
How do you make such an app? Are you guys doing it yourselves? Okay.
Tuan's gonna help me actually. So,
Going to help you.
Yeah, so as a prize for winning best overall pitch, our chairman Susan Yamada has agreed to help us get mobile app development classes so that we can finish this out and actually make it into a viable product.
Oh, really? Where are there classes for mobile app development?
I know that Iolani High School has one. This great guy Kyle Oba teaches those. Also, the Pacific New Media Center has classes that you can sign up for. The general public you can sign up for, and also KCC and LCC and Winard Community College I think has some too.
So you're going to take one of these classes, learn to make an app.
And then finish this project out and put it on the Apple Store.
Okay. So what's your timeline for that?
We haven't. Me and Tuan are going to work it out next week.
Next week. Oh,
Yeah.
so when was Startup Weekend?
2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
last weekend. So we're still recovering from spending the entire weekend just engulfed in this.
In building the business. Now, is it just the two of you, or is there more?
It's the 2 of us and Susan.
Susan.
Susan Yamada, so should be
She's
mentoring us.
mentoring?
Yeah, she's like our chairman, our board chair,
Board chair.
and he's the CEO.
And you are?
I'm the COO for now, I guess.
A lot of C's going on here.
Yes, it's a good
And
letter.
now, is this going to be an official company? Have you incorporated, or is it just still vaporware?
I mean, eventually we hope it will be. Right now we're in the, we want to create the product and then test the market and then see if it's viable. We do have a business plan, so we do have, projected costs and projected revenues that we hope we could accomplish. But, so we're working one step at a time, starting with the app. And actually, Monica wants to show you how it works. She has it's a prototype. But
A prototype. I'm happy, and it's on an Apple product. Wow.
Yeah.
And it's red. I have a certain affinity for red Apple products. I don't know if you've noticed.
Red's a good color.
Any sponsors paying attention? Red Apple products. Love them. Love them. Feel free to send them over to ThinkTech. ThinkTechHawaii.com is where you can get all the information where you want to send all your stuff. It's here in downtown Hawaii. Anyway, so show me your prototype.
Oh, you can go through it actually. I think you have a better camera.
Oh, well, here we go. Okay, so
Okay.
why don't we put it up on my frame here? It's this way. Our
Okay.
viewers can see a little bit better. Okay, so we have
The home screen. And
Looks
so
like a home
basically,
screen.
Show Aloha is a platform that leverages social media networks to inspire people to do good or acts of Aloha. So the way it works is you log in through Facebook because we found that has the most, social impact. Facebook is like a really, really big community. And then from there, you can see your challenges. You can accept a challenge or create a new one. The challenge we have today is you can win a lunch with Susan Yamada if you get 100 points first. So the way you get 100 points is you can accept the challenge, and it tells you more details about what you have to do. So to get 1 point, you have to pick up a piece of trash. But if you share it to Facebook and you get a friend to download the app and do complete the task, then you'll get an additional point, and your friend will get a point too. So that's like a faster way to exponentially increase the amount of points you have. So we're trying to encourage people to activate that Facebook social network to get all their friends on it and get all of them working towards a goal like picking up trash.
Okay, I want to talk about your goals and how that's all going to work, but we have to go to a break for just a moment.
Okay.
So those of you watching, stay tuned. We're going to go to a quick break. I'm your host, Attila Seress, for Think Tech Friday. With us is Monica Umeda and Tuan La, and their new product, this new app is called Show Aloha. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Aloha. I'm Nicole Horry for Think Tech. For nearly half a century, the Hawaii Foreign Trade Zone No. 9 has brought the benefits of the Foreign Trade Zone program to Hawaii businesses and entrepreneurs. DBET, the Department of Business, Economic Development, and Tourism, operates Hawaii's Foreign Trade Zone program to encourage international business and economic development. The Foreign Trade Zone's mission is to increase the amount of international trading activity in Hawaii, thereby providing employment opportunities for the residents of our island state. For more information, see ftz9.org. I'm Nicole Horry. Mahalo.
We're back, we're live, and you're watching Think Tech Friday. I'm your host, Attila Seress, and with us today we have Monica Umeda and Tuan La with their new app called Show Aloha. Show Aloha app is a new kind of brainchild that came out of Startup Weekend, which is a national, what would you call it, an event where everyone with a great idea gets together and they hash it out and sweat it out and cry it out. And in your case, bleed it out, right? They just get it all out there to actually get a business from conception to what? Activation.
Activation, product. A lot of people they have the idea, but that's all it is, and it's kind of like encouraging you to move stuff forward, to do something.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to hold up this little prototype that you have here, and this prototype. Let's see here. Get a little bit closer. There we go. So we can angle it right. Let's go to the beginning here. So this way our guests can actually watch from beginning to end. So you download the app. I'm going to move this over. So you download the app, and this app is the Show Aloha app. Okay. So now what do I do?
Okay, so you can log in through Facebook because we found that Facebook was the most viral, I guess, social media platform.
Okay.
And once you log into Facebook, then the challenge pops up that you can either accept or you can create a new one. So if you want to challenge your friends
This is a challenge. What's a challenge?
privately,
I got enough challenges in my life. Why is an app telling me to do something?
Because if you complete the challenge or you win the challenge, you can win really cool things. In
Like
this
what?
challenge, we have win a lunch with Susan Yamada. Everybody wants to have a lunch with Susan Yamada. She's great, and it's valued at $500. So.
Wow, we should put me on there. Have lunch with Attila.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Hey, we'd love to have you on
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
So we have so that's the reward.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to have lunch with someone cool? Great. Here we go. And so what's my challenge? What do I need to do to get a lunch with Susan Yamada?
So you have to be the first one to earn 100 points. So if you accept the challenge,
100
then
points.
it'll give you more details. So you can earn 1 point by picking up a piece of trash at Kailua Beach Park. And you can earn 2 points if you share it on Facebook and get your friends to actually download the app and pick up a piece of trash as well.
Oh, I see. So it's how do you know that it's not me just throwing the same piece of trash on the ground over and over again?
Well, I think this is a do-good app. So we're really going on the honor system, and that we really want to try to inspire people to do good in the community. So they could, but it would be more effort, for you to keep doing the same piece of trash than for you to actually walk 10 feet over and pick up a new piece of trash.
And so we pick up the trash, and I get my lunch from Susan Yamada, but also you said if I can get other people to download the app and do good also, right? How does that work?
So you get 1 point if you do it yourself, but if you can get other people to pick up the trash and share it on Facebook, then you can get 2 points, or you can get an additional point. And so that way you can get to 100 points a lot faster.
It's like a pyramid scheme for doing good.
Exactly.
Wow. Did you guys open up an Amway catalog when you were discovering this?
No, we didn't.
And so that's kind of the gist of it. But is there anything else? Are there any other features you guys are thinking about?
Well, I guess we have a feature to be able to create your own challenges. So if you look on this screen, so if you have friends that you would like to challenge them to improve their lives in some way, like taking the stairs or something, you can issue a personal challenge to your friend and say, if you do this so many times or something, then I can give you this, or I will do this for you, or something, you know. So I think you can encourage people in your small social networks as well.
Oh, so if you lose 5 pounds, I'll take you out for a burger, right?
You can do that, yeah.
Will that work?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's you can create your own social apps, and these are, you know, it's very interesting that this came up. I recently heard an interview from the CEO of Tumblr, and he was saying, you know, the apps that are succeeding are the ones that take something we do as humans that we've done for thousands of years, and just makes it a little easier, right? So I'm sure there's been a I dare you to do something.
Yes, definitely.
That's been around for ever. So I'm sure you guys even came up with this app in the same way. I dare you to make an app. That's how it came up. And so your reward. So how do you keep people engaged? Do they? I mean, you know, they get one reward, and then what? Do they have ranking?
Yeah. So we have a leaderboard. When you, after you log in on the challenge, on the challenge phase, then you'll see a leaderboard, so you can see like, oh, there's Tuan, I need to catch him, or oh, there's Monica, I really want to beat her for the day. And I think that that pulls at our competitive spirits a little bit, and you're kind of like, oh, I just want to do it because my friend is, you know, a little bit better than me, and I want to be better than that person.
You want to be better at being better.
Yes.
For that person, okay. So are you thinking of? I mean, this sounds great. How are you going to make any money off of this?
So we're planning on getting advertisements. So on the bottom of the screen, we didn't include it in this very, very, very basic prototype, but we're planning on getting advertisers and sponsors that can scroll across the bottom of the screen, and they can also advertise challenges or sponsor challenges. So if the Surfrider Foundation wants to sponsor the beach cleanup, then they can offer a reward, and they can pay us, and we can put that on.
It all works out. And so what are your projections? How many people do you think are going to download this app, and how much money are you guys going to make off of this?
Oh, I think we were shooting for 100,000 users within 6 months, and then Tuan.
Well, I mean, we are do good apps, so let's not talk about the financials. But you know, we hope to be profitable and break even. But that does depend on our user base. So we'd like to test the market first, and then we can go from there.
So test the market, you say?
Right.
What does that mean?
It means dish out the app, have people try it, and then tell us how they like it, don't like it, and how we can improve the app, and you know, see the feedback that we get from it.
And when is that going to be available?
Hopefully soon, Monica.
I'm really not sure on that right now. We're still in the planning stages of how we're going to execute and how we're going to. We haven't planned when I'm going to take those classes, when me and Tuan are going to take the mobile app development classes and get that squared away. So.
Well, if you have people who are, you know, want to help us out, that'd be great too. Sure, you know a lot of them.
Yeah, I think there could be some opportunities here. Plus, you know, it could be a charitable event for perhaps a developer who might be interested in doing something like that. Are you guys going to set up shop anywhere?
I mean, we're trying to keep our, you know, overhead low, so it'll be on campus if anything, and then we'll go from there.
Well, there's this place, I'm not sure if you've heard of it. It's called the Manoa Innovation Center. I think you saw someone here a little bit earlier who was, her name was Sandy. And they can definitely, not just, you know, it's not just a desk to work at, it's, they have a pool of resources. And so that you have this great idea, but you need an app developer, maybe you need a marketing person or someone with a marketing background, maybe you need accounting help, because with all this money coming in, you know, you have to find a way to do this properly, or maybe even partner up with a nonprofit so that they can absorb the cost, or you can use their 501c3 to kind of keep you afloat. So I think there's some opportunities here. I really like it. So what's next?
We're going to meet with our board chair, Susan, when she returns from her trip, and we're going to hash out a timeline and figure out how we're going to execute.
All right. Well, so tell me a little bit more, I guess. What else was at the startup weekend?
There was a basketball hoops website that they were trying to develop. They want most likely to succeed. Basically, what they were doing is that there are so many pickup games going on around the island or the state, as well as so many different leagues, that they wanted to create one website that could bring all of that information together and include ranking specific players. So if you play pickup with a guy and you really like him, you can give him a gold star or a thumbs up or whatever, so that people in the future will want to seek out him as a player on their league team or to play pickup with them. And so that was an interesting business venture.
Well, that's going to be interesting. Well, we have to go and take a quick break. So stay tuned with us. We're going to wrap up in a few minutes here. We'll be right back. My name is Attila Seress. I'm the host for Think Tech Friday. And with us is Monica and Tuan from Show Aloha, talking about their new product that helps give back and can encourage you to do the same.
Aloha, my name is Dan Bauer and I'm the General Manager of the Plaza Club. The Plaza Club is Honolulu's premier business club. We're located in the heart of the financial district on historic Fort Street Mall. On the 20th and 21st floors atop the Pioneer Plaza, our commanding skylight views, along with our award-winning cuisine and service, are known as the place to do business downtown. We offer professional as well as social events and programs to our members and their guests, all tailored to enrich their professional and personal lives and to give them the cutting edge that they deserve in business. Why don't you consider becoming a member of the club? Call me at 531-7788 or come see me and let's talk business and how the Plaza Club can work for you. Again, my name is Dan Bauer. I'm the General Manager of the club and I'm here for you.
We're back, we're live, and you're watching Think Tech Friday. I'm your host, Attila Seress. With us today we have Monica Umeda and Tuan with their new app, Show Aloha. And we spent the last segment talking about how their app works and how it can encourage people to do good in their communities, and it sounds to me like across the world. And I challenge you to finish the app in a timely manner so that we can all start cleaning up trash in Kailua Beach Park and getting ranking. We should get some sort of trophy. Gold star trophy.
That'd be awesome.
A little virtual thing like they do in all these games. So, you guys are both UH students, correct?
Yes.
What is your background? What schools are you in?
I'm in the engineering college. I'm getting my master's degree in electrical engineering right now.
And Tuan?
I'm at the law school. I'm doing the JD and the MBA program.
Oh, JD MBA. What year are you now?
Second year.
Second year. 2L, huh?
Yeah, 2L.
Yeah, it should be fun.
A lot of fun.
Well, so how did you guys meet?
Well, Susan organized this thing called the PACE Entrepreneurs, which is a cohort of about 5 people this year. And basically she tries to bring together a small group of graduate students to mentor them, to help them get their entrepreneurial aspirations off the ground within 1 year. And so Tuan's part of that cohort, and I met him through that.
And Susan also has some special chick hatchery, you said?
Yeah,
Is that it?
yeah. So I think she calls it I think it's just called the hatchery, actually. So PACE is a Pacific Asian Center for Entrepreneurship, and Susan's the executive director of that program. And so they have a lot of different services in addition to hosting different competitions. They have they rent out space for free for UH students who want to start businesses. So they have like a little office space that they can work out of while they try to get their businesses off the ground.
Wow, all right. And so you will probably use that for your business here.
Yes, since she's our board chair too. So.
And so if this takes off, are you going to still be able to go to law school? Or will you have to spend all your time picking up trash in Kailua Beach Park?
Hey, I mean, that'd be great, but of course I'll have time for law school.
No, I don't think I'm going to win all the challenges, so he shouldn't even try to,
Oh, really? So you think you're more giving than he is? He's turning very red, And so why did you decide to go into engineering?
I guess it seemed fun, solving problems and kind of just creating and building things. And someone told me it was really hard, so I wanted to see how it was.
And did you do your undergraduate in engineering also?
Mm-hmm.
And how many people are there in your class?
It really varies. I had a class with about 10 people, and I was the only girl. And then I've had classes with 75 people, so it really...
But how many engineering students are going through a master's program at UH, would you say?
For just electrical engineering, I'd say maybe maybe 50 or so.
Oh, okay, so it's a fairly small department.
Yeah, but there's also mechanical and civil, and
How do you feel the job market is when you get out?
I think it's fairly good. I think it's really good. I haven't heard, none of my classmates who had graduated with a bachelor's had a hard time finding jobs. They were able to find pretty good jobs.
Here in Hawaii, what kind of companies do you know?
HECO hires a lot of people. Pearl Harbor hires a lot of people. I know that there are a lot of entrepreneurial small companies like I guess OceanEd or other things like that do a lot more innovative work too.
And then, if you could wave your magic wand, and after you're done with your master's program, where would you like to work?
I would like to work for myself. I would like to build an empire and have Tuan run.
You don't need a degree for that. What are you doing? We did it all right here. See, so you would like to go into business for yourself, and what would you like to make?
I'd like to make sensors to help make people's lives better.
Sensors. You were telling me this morning about sensors. Tell me, what kind of sensors were you working on?
Well, I was working on building sensors, so like a rooftop environmental sensor that can act as like a small weather station and pick up on different things that are happening outside, and also interior sensors inside the building that can detect different conditions like temperature and humidity of the inside building, and with that you can create a smarter building that can maybe adjust to what's happening outside and what's happening inside. So if it's a really cloudy day, then maybe you could turn the air conditioner off for a little while, save energy, and because you're not getting as much energy from the PV. Or it could do PV predictions, forecasting, so that if you can predict that there's not going to be much sun later, then maybe HECO will be able to turn on their generators ahead of time to prepare for that drop and things like that.
And does any of this technology exist already?
I think there's some of it in parts, but not all of it has been brought together and integrated nicely into a nice package.
Why do you think that is?
It's difficult. I'm not sure.
It's difficult. Well, you're the one making it. You make it sound easy.
No.
It's not easy?
No. I have like a huge team of people that work on stuff with me at UH's.
So how many people would you say are working on this project?
Right now, maybe about 10 or so.
Oh, 10 people. And what's the life cycle of this project? What do you guys hope to do? Do you hope to make a new product out of this?
Well, right now we are still developing sensor boxes for rooftops, and I think we're coming in on our second generation, we call them, and we want to deploy them across the entire UH campus on all the rooftops to be able to figure out the different variations, because like rainfall, you wouldn't expect rainfall to vary very much from the back of the UH campus to the front, but it really does. And so being able to predict like solar irradiation patterns throughout campus will be able to help us figure out where to place PV in the future and help us get off the grid.
Get off the grid. Wow. Well, that sounds like a noble cause. Now, how about you, Tuan? What do you want to do when you graduate?
Well, I guess I'm going to be an attorney, so I don't know about the same noble cause she has. But I mean, I definitely want to be an entrepreneur myself and work for myself. So.
Now, you mentioned you're also getting the MBA.
Yeah, I'm getting the MBA as well.
So how's that going to help you?
I mean, that's my passion. I love business, so of course that's going to help me become an entrepreneur.
Now, do you feel that you're going to have a good opportunities open up for you when you get out of school?
I hope so. I mean, the part of being a business is you create your own opportunities, so.
Okay. So it sounds to me like you guys have very bright futures ahead. So don't forget us over here at Think Tech as you're doing interesting and important stuff coming up. So that sounds really good. You know, of course, thank you guys for coming on the show. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
And, you know, best of luck. Of course, those of you who were listening, be sure to download the Show Aloha app, which is going to be in a couple months. And, you know, of course, stay tuned to Think Tech. We're going to bring you updates from the High Technology Development Center, of course, the Manoa Innovation Center, as well as other small entrepreneurs who have big ideas to change the world. I'm your host, Attila Seress, and thank you, Tuan and Monica, for joining us on the show. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And of course, those of you watching, you know my famous tagline. Remember to enjoy life, do good to others, and have a great weekend. Aloha.